In this exercise video, we're going to be going through how to do a front squat with a ball squeeze between the knees. So this will activate the inner thigh, which will help recruit your pelvic floor and create some different stability in the pelvis. So you're going to need a Pilates ball, or you can use a soccer ball, or even a rolled up towel, but we prefer something to be firm for this exercise. So we don't want it to be super squishy. A little bit of firmness is ideal for this exercise. And obviously we want it to be stable so it's not going to fall out while you do the exercise. We're also going to use a dumbbell hand weight, but you can also use a kettlebell for this as well. So first thing you got to do is get yourself into a narrow stance position. And we want it to be just narrow enough that when we have the ball between our knees and we give it a little gentle squeeze, my lower leg bones, my shin bones, are straight up and down and parallel to each other. So we don't want to be like this, and we don't want to be like this. We want to try to find that straight up and down of our shin bones when we have the ball between our knees. And we're going to keep that here locked in tight between our knees. And then we're going to take our hand weight and hold it straight to our chest. So if you're using a dumbbell, you can hold it across your body like this, or like this if you prefer this hold. And a kettlebell, you'd be holding like this as well. So rack it to your chest. You want to make sure it stays on your chest and your elbows are pulled in tight to each other. So we don't want the elbows way out here. You want to lock in those elbows nice and tight and keep the weight resting on your chest just below your collarbones. Get nice tall posture, light engagement of your core, pulling your belly button up and in. And keeping that core engaged, we're going to gently squeeze the ball and sit down into a squat. And then come back up. And we're squeezing that ball between our knees throughout the whole motion. We're not squeezing as hard as we possibly can. We're not trying to pop the ball, but we're just giving a very gentle squeeze to activate that inner thigh. And so we want to add in some breathing to this. Ideally, you want to inhale as you lower and exhale as you come up. So ball squeeze, core tight, lower down and inhale. And then come up and exhale. Through the movement. And let's show you from the side. We want to try to make sure that your spine stays in neutral. So that means you should have a very slight arch in your lower back, but your head should be stacked on top of your shoulders, and your shoulders should be stacked on top of your pelvis. And we're going to create a hinging motion when we're doing our squat. So we don't want to create any rounding or any arching in our spine when we go down. So showing you from the side here, we're going to come down, keeping our spine neutral, and then come back up. Neutral spine, and come back up. When you're squatting down, try to keep your weight equal between both feet, so you don't want to be favoring one side or the other. Try to keep 50-50 weight, and try to keep your weight balanced between the ball of your foot and your heel, so it should be equal balance between the ball of your foot and your heel. So you don't want to be leaning forward and having your weight all on the ball of your foot, but you also don't want to be leaning so far back that only weight is on your heels. So you'll be balanced between the front and the back of the foot, as well as balanced side to side with your feet.